okay? And if you've been trying me out here, you know I don't get that excited by much. But I think we just had the heaviest indictment of both candidates for president, like, ever. On one level, I should be like, oh, good, because on one level, what we're going to be talking about tonight is almost a holy confirmation of what I argue to you almost every day, which is that the two-party system is a bad thing. But at the same time, I've never heard anything like this before, okay? Arguably the most respected man in the world is Pope Francis, okay? Certainly, there's the better part of 1 billion people that would agree with that. The Pope called Harris versus Trump a choice of the lesser of two evils. Think about that for a second. So he's saying, look, Harris is okay with abortion, although I don't think that's fair. Nobody's like pro-abortion. It's pro-reproductive rights and people having the choice of what they want, women of what they want over how to treat their own body. But whatever. Then he says, and Trump is anti-immigrant, and you can't be building walls and be a Christian. He'd already said that about Trump back in 2016. And I thought that was really heavy. But this is... So here's why it's got my head cooking, and I want to see how you feel about it, all right? We'll do calls later. So this is what I think we should talk about. When I use that phrase, when you use that phrase, it's the lesser of two evils, I'm really just making a negative comparison, right? Like neither of these are great choices, right? Like the less bad of two choices. There's hyperbole. There's exaggeration. I'm going into my Italian. Exaggerazione. There's exaggeration in the metaphor of the lesser of two evils. But when it comes from Il Papa, the pontiff, the Pope, calling something, let alone someone, evil, I mean, it's really heavy, right? I mean, yeah, I'm raised Catholic, but this is like a holy man, the lesser of two evils. And then you say, well, maybe I'm taking it too literally. Maybe he meant it the way we did. But he's the Pope. Like, this is what he talks about, is morality and heaven and hell and all that. It's like he really believes in that. It's not supposed to be hyperbolic. So I listened to it, and he was speaking in Italian. And he uses the phrase, il male minore, il male minore, the male. Now, that's the tricky word. Minore means the lesser, okay? So we're saying he said the lesser of two evils. Male means bad, okay? It's not the same as like in English where there's the word evil and there's the word bad. And of course, evil is bad, but bad is also a separate word from evil. In Italian, male is bad and it does mean evil. If you wanted to say the word evil, you would say il male, okay? So, and they do use the word male in other words. Fa male is something bad happened, okay? You know? So I then called just now my baby cousin and a good friend of mine, first language Italian, to get a feel of how seriously I should take it. And the young guy, he's only 19 years old, he was like, oh, no, it's the lesser of two evils. That's what he was talking about, especially this Pope, because of how he feels about immigrants more so than abortion, right? Because this is the Pope who's been expanding mercy towards a sinful act within his faith of abortion, right? You should forgive. You should have mercy on them. The pastors should do that. They should forgive people, or provide a path to forgiveness for people who've had abortions. So he's been expansive on that. Whereas on migrants, he's been expansive in the condemnation, that he believes that to have a free and Christian understanding of immigration is that it should be wide open, they should be welcomed in, you should help them transition, and you should help them be a contributing member of society. So he is truly open border. And that is actually a very extreme thing for him, and if you are not that way, he literally sees it as between good and evil. Hey, thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget, click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.